Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lucina Bogzio, and I will be presenting Improving JCPenney's Underperformance in Quality Management. Identified issues is that one of the biggest issues JCPenney has been dealing with in the past decade is maintaining management quality. This issue has led to many challenges for JCPenney. The second slide would be ramification of underperformance. Underperformance has its own consequences that JCPenney needs to face them and address those issues. JCPenney's ramification has affected the company in so many negative ways. Consequences of failure to improve are many of them, which are: first, it is the closure of its various stores, filing bankruptcy, continued loss of customers, and lack of profitability, cutting of its store's workers, corporate and warehouse workers due to not having enough profitability, and also investors backing down and having the sharehold fall due to not performing well. And analysis of organizational structure is the company is led by CEO Gilles Soltois with 5 executive vice presidents and 2 senior vice presidents. Right now, JCPenney is aligning its general workforce with its store's optimizing strategy as well as reduced store footprint. Lastly, the restructuring is focused on closing about 152 stores based on stores' performance and strategic fit. JCPenney has to shut down 152 stores due to not performing well, and that has caused many negative issues for the company. The next slide that we're going to be talking about would be principle and values of conscious culture and management. This means JCPenney has had problems upholding its values and principles. JCPenney has struggled to value its value conscious culture and management values over the years, and that it's not a good sign for a company. Next, we're going to talk about Coder's 8-step model for improvement. The first step is create urgency. The second is form a powerful coalition. Third is create a vision for change, communicate the vision, empower action, creating quick wins, build on the change, make it stick. And in the next 2 slides, we're going to be talking about this deeply. The first step is creating sense of urgency. That means creating a sense of urgency means developing sense of urgency that a store needs to handle. This means that the step involves developing a sense of urgency around the need for challenge. This means JCPenney's management needs to recognize the importance of having the right approach to managing a store. The second step is forming guiding coalition. This requires leaders that are used to ensure the new practices are adapted. This means the CEO and vice presidents should be on one team and with the head of department stores and 2 great leaders in order to be able to adapt to these experiences and be able to provide it. The third step would be creating a vision. This step means shaping the vision to navigate the changes. That means the vision will help to improve management, and with the right mind, the organization will take culture for customers. The fourth step is communicate of the vision. This means This requires shaping the vision with various individuals who will execute the overall plan. That means that the managers of the stores will approach the desired right the organization's culture needs. According to Cotter, model shall be made available as well as this maintained amongst the staff of the company. The fifth step we're going to be talking about would be empowering others to act on a vision. This means that requires buy-in from others, desires communication. This means team members need to understand the vision and act on it. The staff need to be empowered to adapt the development. The sixth step is creating quick wins. This means envisioning and initiating changes are easy but difficult to sustain. In this particular step, respective teams are challenged to create wins that are clear and visible, so each leader for the company can easily execute those. The seventh step would be building on the change. Successful organizations should implement changes while at the same time support the changes, continuing to maintain their respective vision. This means the guiding coalition as well as staff should be supported while maintaining reinforcing changes. This means that staff need to be supported at all time while going through new changes. The eighth step would be institutionalizing the change. This requires solidifying the change and making the change culture movement and having a vision that becomes a norm for the company. This means the company needs to come up with a plan that will be helping the company to build a powerful strategy. The challenges to suggested model would be key challenges would be resistant to the new style of management and the stores to the shift of the organizational culture. The second one be to the same managers. The whole change process would be conducted in sections by first seeking the overall opinion of workers and customers before implementing anything. Lastly, the vision shall be sold to workers before having employees owning the whole process. It needs to be explained properly. Realignments. Realignments need to occur in department store of each business owned by JCPenney. All departmental heads must ensure that their store shift to a new management style gradually. Lessons that will be learned in order to overcome this would be established lessons such as there is a need to change the internal culture when a new company values are developed. The second one would be the culture needs to be communicated effective amongst employees. Leaders and managers need to ensure every employee is aware of the change in culture and is comfortable with it. Lastly, leaders do need to be trained on new values and cultures before being able to communicate it. This will help to establish these lessons and have an effective communication. Thank you and have a good day.